Cronin, easily one of the most interesting character additions to KOF 15. After all, it was a character that was, well, not around for so many years, and seemingly replaced earlier on with Nameless. But here he is, K49 is back, with a brand new design, and he just looks sick as ever. But this got me thinking, why don't fighting games tend to bring back their seemingly unpopular characters? I mean, yeah, sure, they may have been unpopular at the time, but in today's day and age, you can make any character seem really cool as long as you put the effort into it. I mean, look at Aki. She was obviously a replacement for Fang, but then, what happened? He was an NPC added to the game alongside with Aki, and the amount of people I saw completely do a 180 on Fang after he was shown as an NPC was crazy to me, which probably got Capcom thinking like, man, we really put all this effort on Aki, and now people want Fang back? Man, what the fuck? Okay, I jest, but listen, there are other characters that Street Fighter, Tekken even, Soul Calibur, they've had different moments in which they've replaced characters with someone else, or at least someone similar. Let's take for example, 5, Soul Calibur 5. Yeah, this game had a lot of replacements, weirdly enough, which to me made no sense. I guess it was for story purposes, but then like, you have Killick, right? And Killick, you know, he's a staff user, and then he gets replaced, but then he's still in the game as an Edgemaster for males. So when it came down to it, I'm like, well, why replace Killick? Why not just make a new character to fill that role and then just have Killick be playable? It was obviously a story of like this whole next generation stuff, but Soul Calibur 5 was so unpopular that, well, coming 6, they brought back everyone else and then looked back. Which is a shame, really, because, well, whilst I didn't like the idea of replacing characters in 5, I really would love to see these characters be brought back and be rewritten and actually made likable, because as we've seen before, it is possible to make even the most hated characters likable as long as you really know what you can do with them. But then again, really when it comes to people picking their favorite characters in a fighting game, it also depends on how they just look visually, how they move, how they speak. No one wants to play an ugly looking character, which is unfortunate because even if they are the best the game has to offer, and if their story is interesting enough, it doesn't matter because visually they look annoying, you know what I mean? They look ugly. No one wants to play them. I mean, that's what literally plagues Street Fighter 3. But at the same time, though, having no character at all really doesn't help. Take Abel, for example. Abel was, I guess you could say, the face of Street Fighter 4, but he has, like, no personality. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love playing the guy. I think he's super fun, but, like, he's just there? He doesn't really have any relevance, sort of? Like, he's supposed to, but he's so uninteresting that, just like with Alex for different reasons entirely, Ryu was, you know, back to being the face, defeating Seth, even though Abel is literally a Seth body. But they don't go into that in Street Fighter 4, not really. So I think that if Abel were to return, there are ways you can make him interesting from a personality and gameplay standpoint. But are they really going to try that? You see, that's the thing. Developers don't want to put effort, time, and money on a character they don't think will be that popular, which is why replacing a character just seems that much more optimal. I mean, yeah, you have cases like Garu, which replaced a lot of the cast from previous games, but did so logically. After all, this is a time skip, and a lot of these characters were very much likable, and so I hope that for other fighting games, they really do away with this whole replace a character thing, and really try to make these unpopular characters really likable. So, let me know your thoughts. And as always, please take care of yourselves and have an amazing day. Peace.
Coming through, partner, we can do this right. You're the fire, I'm the wind tonight. Burning dread, haha, that's right, baby.